Hello everyone, I am Namrata and I am going to explain you what Tissu Solidaire is. Tissu Solidaire is an association which aims to accelerate the social and professional integration of people in exile through the valorization of manual skills using sewing as a tool for social mediation. It enables the people in exile to create social links and networks to keep up with the demands of the professional life in France. Our dream is to build an inclusive and welcoming society in which locals and the newcomers weave together their territory's history. Our mission is to accelerate the social and professional integration of exiled persons through the valorization of craftsmanship. We have mainly two programs, Program Aiguille and Program Fill. Program Aiguille, it's a citizen engagement pathway for locals and newcomers to come together and engage. There are two collective workshops per week. We have one cultural outing per month and many social events throughout the year. Program Fill is a springboard for professional integration through craftsmanship. We offer 96 hours of French foreign language course, 22 hours of personal development, 128 hours of couture training and 5 hours of socio-professional support. Let's understand what is La Fabrique du Commun. At Tissu Solidaire, we created the Atelier Aiguille as a social mediation tool for the locals and the newcomers to come together in a safe and inclusive environment to make things with hands. With La Fabrique du Commun, we want to share this methodology with anyone and everyone who is interested to use craftsmanship as a social mediation tool to create social and culturally inclusive communities in their companies, in their neighborhoods, in their city or in their countries. La Fabrique du Commun is exactly that, the community fabric of the people, stitched by the people, for the people. This methodology can be used by anyone committed to provoke reflection, intercultural dialogue and change perceptions contributing to a positive social change. We have 4 thematic workshops every month. First week, it's repair. The idea behind the Atelier Repair is to support mindful consumption by cultivating a habit of repairing and preserving clothes for a longer time. We invite the participants to bring their clothes to the workshop to repair. And how do we do it? We repair ripped seams, replace the seams, alter the lengths and sizes, mend with a patch. There are so many ways to basically repair a clothing. Second week, recycling. The idea behind this workshop is to cultivate values of recycling and repurposing instead of buying often. We invite the participants to bring their waste to recycle. We will help you to upcycle your old t-shirt or denim or any other clothing into a tote bag or into a pochette. Third week, bring your buddy. The idea behind this atelier is to cultivate a culture of bonding with your loved ones over a manual activity. The idea is also to support mindful and thoughtful gifting. We invite the participants to come with their friends, their family, co-create something over a period of time. We help the participants to learn to stitch a tote bag or a pouch with your loved one and take it back with you. Fourth week, the basics of couture. This course is like an introduction to basic sewing techniques in order to generate interest in sewing and couture. It is also to cultivate a culture of making your own clothes, eventually supporting mindful consumption and not buying a lot of ready-made things. We will try to help you understand the basics of sewing. It's an initiation course, it's not a foundation. We will learn the parts of the machine, the tools and their functions, how to thread the machine, the basic seams that you need to make a clothing. So that is the idea behind the workshop. Who are the actors who facilitate this workshop? There are three main actors. There are patron, conteur and canet. Let's understand what is the role of each actor in the workshop. Patron, they are the facilitators. The patron facilitate the entire workshop from introduction to the wrap-up. They are the thread that keeps the entire workshop together. They maintain the workshop flow, rules and time limits, making sure that the people are engaged, interacting with each other and accomplish the task by the end of the workshop. Conteurs are the co-creators. They co-create with the participants who come for the workshop. They are the expert couturiers who accompany the participants along each step of sewing. They manage the entire sewing process. The canets are the participants that come to the workshop. They could be absolute amateur or at an intermediate level of sewing. To make the facilitation easier for the patrons, we created the guide pattern. Let me take you through the steps of the guide. The three guiding steps of facilitating this workshop are the mindset, the methodology, and the material. What is the mindset? La Fabrique du Commun is more than just a sewing workshop. It is also about the thought behind the workshop. At the center of the workshop lies collaboration, conviviality, and meaningful exchange. All of us have something in common and something unique to bring to the table. We are not here to aid the newcomers. The thought is that, on the contrary, we are here to engage with them actively and learn from them. We are here to harness the power of stitching together to build a community that is inclusive, diverse, and tolerant of our differences. As a patron, it is essential that you uphold and maintain these values during the workshop. Maintain a neutral stance during the workshop and remember to facilitate with joy and enthusiasm. Let me take you through the values and actions. The values are very important. Solidarity, not sympathy. Respect for all. Diversity, not differences. Collaboration, not competition. We are stronger than me. Everybody participates and everybody belongs. Low tech is equal to low waste. Co-creation is the new innovation, and the needle is mightier than the sword. These are the values that we really believe in, and as a facilitator, we would want that you really upheld these values during the workshops. Now, looking at the actions which should follow, it's very, very important that you reach before the time. Prepare the workspace when you are here. Take the lead. Always set a timer. Engage with the people. Talk to them. Listen. Be accessible. Always maintain a neutral stance. And never forget to smile. Now let's understand the method to facilitate this workshop. Though it is a fairly linear process, some steps can overlap at times. These workshops are usually very dynamic, and with fairly diverse participants, it is necessary that you remain agile and adapt on the fly to any situation. Every step in the workshop flow has a relevant guiding material in the material section. You can always get back to the guiding material to help you understand the steps properly. Refer the material and make it your own. And of course, you are free to bring in your imagination to facilitate it better. Let's understand the workshop steps. First, introduction. While the participants wait for the workshop to begin, welcome them informally and make sure that the participants read and enter their details and sign the registration form. Second step. Next step is making. Participants have approximately an hour to finish sewing the product. Make sure you keep interacting and helping participants while they sew. Keep moving around the workshop. Be dynamic. Keep an eye on the time, always. Next step is sharing with the group. At the end of the workshop, everyone shares with the entire group what they made. Encourage participants to share their experience as well as new things that they learned about their team members. Participants should also be encouraged to give feedback about the workshop. Last and not the least, everyone has to contribute to cleaning and rearranging the workshop before leaving. This section has all the material that you will need to facilitate the workshop. Use them as they are, or mix them up, or let them inspire you to make your own ideas. Now let's go through some of the ice-breaking and team-building tools in the material section. First, we have some name tags which you can use. Distribute the name tags to the participants as they wait for the workshop to start. Encourage them to talk to other participants during the workshop. Second, ask everyone to write their names and collect their chits in a basket or a box. Let people pick up the chits and pair up with the name that comes out. Encourage participants to talk and introduce their partners in the welcome session. Next, we have some drawings. Drawings can be used in a diverse group where people do not speak the same language. Hand over a small paper to each participant when they arrive to the workshop. Ask them to draw themselves and pin it up on their t-shirt or their clothing. You can collect all the drawings at the end in a basket and also ask the participants to pick out a drawing to pair up with the another participants. This can be used to make teams. Then we have a lot of visual cards. These visual cards can be used to cut across cultural and language barriers. Use the partner cards for team building. Mix the cards and let the participants pick up one card when they arrive. Ask them to find their other half to make a team. For example, there are cards like shoe and a sock, wine with cheese. Match these images to their names to learn Swedish vocabulary. Next, we have the cultural bingo. Use the bingo card for participants to interact with each other and know a little bit about their cultures. Encourage people to participate by giving them an incentive at the end. For example, their points to win a bag at the end. We also have a collection of funny badges to just initiate conversation. They can be handed over to the participants when they come for the workshop. Next, ask participants to make a noise or sound to introduce themselves. Let them explain why they chose the particular noise. For example, they could clap, they could do woo, mew, meow, whatever. Lastly, ask the participants to introduce themselves in their mother tongue and then translate. These are just few group making and ice breaking tools given in the section. I invite you to read and go through all the different tools that we have. So what is the point behind La Fabrique du Commun? At Solidaire, we believe that La Fabrique du Commun meets the 4 pillars of sustainable development. Social. We think that the atelier facilitates social bonds in a safe and inclusive environment. We also believe that it fosters cultural exchange and diversity. It is low-tech and supports recycling. And lastly, supports the professional acceleration and integration of people in exile. So we believe that the atelier meets all these 4 pillars of sustainability.